Mama's Sauce, the name, I feel like it's evolved in meaning. And it certainly has an origin in the place where it started. And I guess where it began and where it is now, they're not much different, but kind of where it started is we were originally a different company, and we did different things, and we kind of backed our way into what we do now. We've steadily marched back in time as we've gotten closer to what it is that we do. Actually, as we've gotten to what it is that we do now, which is strictly, handmade printing. I guess you'd say we're a letterpress and flat stock silkscreen printer. A spot color shop. What we do is it's a moment, it's a significant part of history, both silkscreen printing, thousands of years old, and letterpress printing, which was, 550 years old as the premier form of printing. There's actually like a gap where, the makers, the artisans of the past don't necessarily exist anymore. The guys who are retiring from letterpress printing, who did it for their careers these days, the actual artisan nature of it was kind of robbed. And they were just, doing imprinting and all this other stuff for the last 20, 30 years of their careers. And so it wasn't anything that had a significant value. I've got this idea, there's so much more to printing, there's so much more we can do, and there's a whole art side to this and a whole artisan side to this. You don't necessarily have to have a background as an artisan to be an artisan.
Every sheet of paper, every size, every print, every cut, every weight difference, they all want something different.
I'm a pretty firm believer in not going out and fighting for things that you don't want to do. I'd rather fight to be who we are and do what we want to do. Why fight to do something that a million other people can do when you can really try to carve a niche out for yourself? I guess it all comes down to just being a niche, but carve out a niche, something that you really enjoy doing, so that when people do come to you, they come to you because you do what you do well, and you don't do what everyone else does. And that allows you to develop a skill set, and it allows us to focus in on certain processes and really do them well. Well, every letterpress really has a story, that every press that's in existence. There's the overarching story behind letterpress, which is a big story and a beautiful one, and something that brings a lot of importance and value to it. And then every press has its own story. And then our specific presses all have their stories. If you were to ask any employee or any intern that spends any amount of time here working or learning to do the kind of printmaking that we do, if you were to ask them, what's the most important step in what we're doing, they're going to tell you, hands down every time, everyone. Every step's the most important step. In silkscreen or letterpress, they both start with art. And so every step is the most important step. Art, the most important step. And then from screen print, every step through the most important step in letterpress as well. It's never as easy as just hitting click, or printing just your print. And that's exciting.